Check, check, check. Sorry, I was watching some old airplane quotes there in the background, trying to see if I was going to do an airplane movie quote here. But, oh brother, what did I get myself into this evening? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to JFK, where we sit in a classic 707 from iniBuilds updated working title, local legends. I'm not quite sure who to give the full credit to. I believe it was Airplane Heaven at first, and then iniBuilds said they're going to re-update it and make it look better and perform better. And we're going to find out what we think about this one. I've been having the 707 itch for a little while, ever since I saw the Nimbus 707 previews for X-Plane 12. And now, will this scratch the itch? I don't know. I have not completed a full flight. I had a heck of a time getting the engine started and trying to get some of my bindings up and running, but I figured out what was causing me to nearly rage quit. I'll show you a little something sneaky on the engine start that might cause some issues for you. But I will say, I wasn't totally unimpressed. I was actually kind of excited after I looked at some of the gauges, and let's see how this flight goes. If we can figure out the autopilot, it's giving me some weird autopilot-isms, like sometimes the autopilot works just fine, and then I restart the flight, and sometimes the autopilot doesn't work at all. Is it a niche hardware thing? I don't know. It's kind of gives me some reminiscent vibes of the DC9 autopilot, where it would just sometimes work, and then I'd have to reboot, and sometimes it just wouldn't work. I don't know. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's make sure the autopilot works on this one. If not, we'll have to pull out our old Avianca. What was the flight number? They flew from Medellin or Bogota all the way to New York with no autopilot, unfortunately, before they ran out of fuel over New York City. We'll have to go no autopilot if we can't figure it out. But anyway, I think it's going to be fun, except the weather is, of course, thunderstorming and clouds and all that good stuff. So let's just settle in. Let's settle in and see how the night unfolds. It's going to be very interesting. I got Say Intentions AI working in the background. I also got iVeo standard as well, working for some live traffic for you that don't have any Say Intentions. iVeo is also running in the background. So feel free to join. Mickey G is in the house, my man, the 707 driver himself. Mickey G, I hope I don't completely butcher this. I think I probably will. But Mickey G, I'll be very curious to see what you think about this aircraft. I had the Aviator edition of Microsoft 2024, so this airplane I think is $3 for the upgrade. I think it was $3 or $4 for me. So, you know, it's a cup of McDonald's coffee if it doesn't work out for us. But I got to tell you, the model looks pretty good from this angle. You know, is it a $60 add-on? No. But is it going to give us some fun? Let's find out together. Let's find out together. Zach Winnick, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, I just want to tell you good luck. We're all counting on you. Oh boy, they're going to start rolling in now. The movie Airplane. You know, there is a Trans America livery on Flight SimTO, but I don't know if it works with this variant. It's for the old 2020 version. So thank you, Zach Winnick, for the $5 super chat. 3 Greens, my man. Thank you for the 8 Ozzy. Appreciate you. Looks like I chose the wrong day to stop sniffing glue. Surely, you can't be serious. All right. Thank you, 3 Greens. I appreciate you, my man. Very, very kind. What's your vector, Victor? Oh, boy. Here we go. This is going to be one of those streams. Probably should just Alt F4 and let Mickey G stream. Oh, probably should just Alt F4 the stream, Mickey G, says AJ. AJ, don't listen to AJ. Thanks, AJ, for the $3 super chat. Side note, since AJ's here, I know a lot of you tuned in for X-Plane stream earlier. Guys, I didn't even fly. Apparently, when I updated my level up, I'm not supposed to update over the old update, so it was corrupt, and it wasn't actually the newest version. That's why we were having some weird issues with the vapors and stuff. So we're going to have to do another X-Plane 12 flight in the level up at some point here. But anyway, for later on. Anyway, I just had fish for dinner. Am I cooked? You probably are, Dynasty. And that's when I started having a drinking problem. Oh my goodness me. Al Loper, thank you for the $10 super chat. He says, I'm just donating this now so you don't rage quit and take this thing all the way to landing and stop calling me Shirley. Al Loper, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, man. Very, very kind. We're gonna power through. We're gonna power through, Al Loper. Let's hop in. Are y'all ready? Ready? Now I wanted to go over to the TWA Center and show you the JFK Hotel, but until I can vet this airplane, we can't do it. I think we have to do that in the L1011, and we're going to do a green dot long haul, maybe tomorrow night. Who knows? We'll see. But Let's take a breath. Cockpit looks good, right? Cockpit looks good. I mean, the gauges actually look pretty good. They're pretty clean. So I'm not totally, I mean, listen, it could be exciting. There is some pretty cool stuff with the automated flight engineer too, which I actually love. So, Mickey G, I like my coffee like I like my men. Speaking of, let me have some water. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of talking this evening. No stopping in the white zone or red zone. The white zone is for loading and unloading only, my friend. Looks better than the Bluebird 757. What are you talking about, Osco Stick? What are you talking about? All right, let's get the sounds up. Let's get the airplane powered up here. All right, we got a battery switch coming on, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ground power on, and we're going to have the APU. I'm going to run through a couple things, get the emergency exit lights on. I'm going to get the navigation lights on. I'm going to do a magic barrel ref. I'm going to just set a few things. We're going to put you in a line like so. We're going to let it count down. I'm going to just set an initial altitude here of 10,000 feet. And then there's a really nice flight engineer panel that I haven't been able to, because here's the thing, there's so many steps in the checklist. This flight engineer panel is actually pretty good. Have automate the preparation and everything. So kind of gives me old Felis vibes. Kind of gives me old Felis 747 vibes. So we're going to leave the panel cold and dark. Let's go ahead and run through our flight engineer cockpit preparation checklist, please. Actually, before we do that, scratch that. Let me get ramp up and let them connect the jet bridge. 19-9er. And ramp control. Can you connect the jet bridge, please?
Ground to flight deck, connecting jetway.
All right, so Say Intentions is going to get the jet bridge connected here. Looks like we got it. Look at that beautiful 321 coming in. Now, JFK, does the jet bridge work here at iniBuilds Kennedy? Surely they do. Apparently they don't. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Instead of that, let's go to the doors. And let's just close that door because it's really loud outside. That didn't make much of a difference though. I don't know why the jet bridge won't connect here at the Kennedy ground. Interesting. Very interesting that the jet bridge doesn't work. All right. In that case, let's go ahead and get a flight engineer. Let's get started with that. We're going to run
Cockpit
it.
Preparation
It's a big one.
Battery switch. On. Landing gear lever. Down. Emergency flaps. Guard closed and off. Landing lights. Retracted and off. Weather radar mode. Off. Transponder. Set to standby. Galley power. Off. AC auxiliary pumps. Off. Fuel dump panel cover. Closed. APU fire warning. Tested. Starting the APU.
So he's going to run through his APU start. Yes, it does have SIVA. It does have SIVA. We're going to use it. Right now it's auto-aligned and it's counting down from 75. Mickey G, continue with the cockpit preparation flow, please. No, that is the airplane.
Started.
That's the airplane doing it.
APU generator. On. Flight recorder. On. APU bleed valve. Open. Mach airspeed warning. Tested. Mach trim. Tested and on. Testing engine oil quantity gauges. Tested. Door warning annunciators. Tested. Initial power selector. Set to APU. External power is turned off. Air conditioning. On. Radio master switches. On. Spoiler and rudder test cards. Closed. Engine start switches. Off and guarded. Passenger signs. On. Wing anti-ice. Set to off. Oxygen switch. Set to normal. Window heat. Set to low. Probe heat. Tested and off. Navigation and wheel well lights. On. Turbofan exit valves. Set to normal. Fuel dump chute. Closed. Galley power. On. Fuel heaters. Set to off. Fuel temperature selector. Tested. Testing fuel quantity gauges. Tested. Testing fuel boost pumps. Tested and off. Testing crossfeed valves.
Just gonna run through this.
Tested and open. Reserve tank transfer valves. Is closed. Engine 2 and 3 hydraulic shutoff. Closed. Engine 2 and 3 hydraulic pumps. Is on. Checking hydraulic pumps and pressure. Tested and off. Engine bleed air switches. Off. Wing isolation valves. Open. Crew oxygen. 100% and on. Cockpit preparation checklist. Completed.
Okay, so we've got the cockpit preparation checklist complete. Let's pick up our clearance, and then we will get the seat
Ground
loaded up.
Alaska 34, taxi to parking.
Alaska 34, taxi to parking via Delta Bravo, Bravo, Victor Alpha, Alpha, Alpha 1.
Now,
Delta Bravo,
the
Bravo,
question
Victor
is,
Alpha, Alpha, Alpha 1,
where
Alaska
are the
34.
panel lights? That's Afghan.
Hey Captain, we're 5 minutes past push now. What's the plan going forward?
Hey, I'll tell you what the plan is when I'm ready. Yeah, that's a virtual flight engineer. Affirmative. Yep.
Push back
I gotta get
approved,
clearance here from
JetBlue
Kennedy.
8104.
At Kennedy Ground, TWA 357, request IFR clearance to Detroit Metro. Yes, the yoke can be hidden.
Tree X-ray uniform ready to taxi.
TWA 357 cleared to Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County. Radar vectors SX. Then as filed, climb and maintain 5,000. Expect 16,010 minutes after departure. Departure on 135.9er. Squawk 4734. Expect runway 22 right.
Jeez. All right, clear to Detroit Metro. Radar vectors to SAX. Then as filed, climb and maintain 5,000. Expect 16,010 minutes after departure. Departure is 135.9. Squawk 4734. Expecting 22 right for TWA 357 heavy. Hey, Mickey G, where is the transponder?
Duchess Tree X-ray uniform.
There it is.
Runway 13 right taxi via Quebec 4, Quebec Papa Foxtrot. TWA 357, read back correct.
All right. We can switch over to ramp control. I don't need to listen to that. Let's get our code in here. 4734. 4734. And we'll turn you transponder on. Number 1, altitude recording is in position 1. All right, that looks good. 4734. Why is our INS taking forever to align? Stuck at 75. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Just for the sake of time today, guys, we're going to do it instant align. Don't shoot me. Realism immersion. All right, move you over to nav. She's ready to go. It's 5,000 initial, he says. So 5,000. We're going to be on Kennedy 5. 5,000 is set. Okay, first couple waypoints here. Let me get my nav log up so it's easier to this program. Please. Actually, I have my iPad for this. So, departing out of here, Kennedy 5, the first fix is going to be SAX. All right, so waypoint 1. Let's do this. Waypoint 1. Here we go. So waypoint 1 located at 41, 0, 4, 1. Insert west. 074 323. 074 323. Insert waypoint 2. We're just going to do the VORs. Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre is located north. 41164. 41164. Insert west. 075 414. Insert waypoint 3. After Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, we're on the airway to FCOM, aka Williamsport, FQM, located at north 41203. 41203. Insert west 076 076 465. Insert. After Williamsport, it's Slate Run as we get ready for the arrival into Detroit, located north 41308. 41308. Insert west. I know it's hard to hear because I'm looking at my iPad. I can't screw this up. I'm distracted. 077582. 077582. Insert. All right, because I have to look down on my iPad, so it's a little bit harder for me to talk. I'll also turn the sim down. Sorry, the sim was also up loud. My bad. All right, so 4 waypoints are in the box. Waypoint 5, let's put the airport in there. Detroit, located north. 42127. West, or sterile cockpit during the loading phase here. 083212. 3212. 083212. Insert. All right, we got 5 waypoints all in the box. We're going to cycle you, waypoint change 01. Insert. And distance 42 miles, that checks. Desired track about 306. Excellent. Okay. Sparta VOR is 15.7. 15.7 on nav 1. We're already picking it up. And then we could load the other one. Let me see. After let's see, Williamsport is Wilkes-Barre rather 1611-6. Need a radio panel, it's hard to dial those in. 11.6 on nav 2. Alright, cool. Alright, those I'll check out. Let's go standby on the thingy-majigger. No smoking is on, that's on. Alright, let's get the beacon light on. Let's close up the doors. I already loaded the aircraft before I started the stream, so we're closing it up. That's going to get all closed up. Data cards, takeoff. We're going to refresh this. So we're going to set bugs. Looking for 126, 131, 148, stab trim 3.9, flaps 14. Set the trim. That seems like it's really far aft, but okay, trim considered set. 3.9 units? Really? That doesn't seem right.
Hello, Captain. It's Janet here. Just letting you know the cabin's secure and has been for 12 minutes. Our aircraft appears to be playing an exciting game of stay attached to the jet bridge. Wondering if you needed any help finding the throttle, or maybe just some binoculars?
Wow, pushback pressure is getting to me here. All right, let's go ahead and disconnect the jet bridge, even though it's not connected. Ramp control, can you disconnect the jet bridge, please? I'm going to put the trim in the green band because that didn't look right. It should be 3.9, and that set it almost to 5 units. All right.
Retracting jetway.
All right, jetway's coming back. We're pretty much ready to go up there. I'm going to run a flight engineer
Jetway was already
flow.
disconnected.
All right, jetway's already disconnected. Let's go ahead and hop outside real quick, pull the chocks. Chocks have been removed. She did come out swinging, man. No joke. Can you import SimBrief? I have not figured out how to do it. When I click import, it doesn't seem to import it on this thing here. It doesn't seem to import the route. Now it says, I think you have to use the Flight Planner app or use the import route button above. Either way, I couldn't get either one of them to work. Flight Planner being this one here. You also have to set your weight and balance from here, which I did. We are taking a full load of people, 40,000 pounds of gas and about 40% cargo. So we are loaded up pretty good. So yeah, that's all set up. Let's go ahead and run the flight engineer before start checklist, please. Mickey G, run it.
Before start checklist. Battery switch is on. Emergency exit lights armed. Passenger signs on. Emergency flaps guard closed and on. Anti-skid switch on. Spoiler and rudder test guards closed. Compass controllers slaved. Instrument source switch set to instrument. Attitude source switch set to 1.
What runway?
Transponder is on. Transponder altitude reporting set to 1. Weather radar mode set to standby. Yaw damper checked and on. Window heat set to low. Engine start levers cut off. Parking brake set. Rudder and aileron trim free and 0. Fuel boost pumps is on. Crossfeed selectors 1, 3, and 4 closed. Crossfeed selector 2 open. Air conditioning turned off.
There's our duct
Galley
pressure for
power
engine start.
off.
Galley power's coming off.
Start pressure available.
All right.
Wheel
we're ready.
well light is turned off. Beacon and navigation lights on. Wing isolation valves open. Engine starter guards is open. Before start checklist completed.
All right, before start checks complete. Thank you, Mickey G. Classic Jet Simpot, my man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Guy, you beat me to it. How is it so far? Do we have the Classic Jet? Does it at least not suck? Ask me in about an hour, Classic Jet Simpot. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, my man. Make sure you do check out Classic Jet Simpot. He's going to have a much more detailed and thorough overview of this aircraft. I can guarantee that. So thank you so much, man, for the super chat. Let's see how she handles here. I haven't completed a full flight yet, Classic Jet Sim Pilot, so we're going to find out together if it's worth it or not. Let's see. I'm on ramp. Let's go here. Ramp control TWA 357, request push and start. Actually, I think I should have called ramp for that. I called...
Ground to flight deck, tug standing by, release parking brake for pushback.
All right, parks brakes released. Clear to push. V-Pilot Designs in the house.
Roger,
What's up, my
standby.
man? Oh, look, it looks like we have we have emergency services already ready to go in case we ball this one up.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Yeah. Ready to start push. This is the JFK iniBuilds, my friend.
Tug standing by, release parking brake for pushback.
Park brake is released. Let me make sure it is. Yep, it's released. Here we go. I don't know who that is. We got the emergency. Mickey G, what do you think of that big wing, my friend? Now, I have no idea where
Ground
default
flight
push
deck,
is going
clear
to
for
push
engine
us.
start in sequence.
All right, Mickey G, 3421. That's what we do, right? 3421. We're ready for engine start. Here we go. Starter valve open. Sounds all the way up. Take a listen. Oh, you know what's cool? Hold on. Mickey G might like this. Look at the, like, what are these? The inlet valve things? What are they called? Let's slow this camera down. You'll see these actually move during engine start, which is pretty cool. Here we go.
Engine start valve open.
3, 4, 2, 1. Here we go.
%, N2. Lever to start.
Not to run.
%, N2. Lever to idle.
This tug driver is drunk AF. Oh no 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 no! What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Alt P! Stop it! Stop it! Stop the push! Ah! No!
Emergency stop initiated. Set parking brake.
Oh my word! Brake set, clear disconnect. Please leave me alone.
Ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please set parking brakes and confirm good engine start.
We have a good start. Clear to disconnect. Goodbye.
Deck disconnecting tug now. Stand by for confirmation that the ground crew is clear. Safe flight.
Oh my word. Oh my word. All right, number 4. Here we go.
Engine start valve open.
Tug already disconnected.
15%, N2. Lever to start.
To start, not to idle, or else it won't
Roger,
start.
copy, good
Oil
engine start.
pressure
Disconnecting
rising.
tug now. Stand by for confirmation that the ground crew is clear. Safe flight. Tug already disconnected.
All right, so good start on 4. Let's go ahead and start 3, 4, 2.
Engine start valve open. Oil pressure rising.
Nope, nope, nope. Start.
Starter
If you go
release.
to idle, it won't start. It's frustrating.
50% N2. Lever to idle.
Yeah, thrust set, it is. That's how it works. Hydraulic pressure. Same on the 7.2. Suck the slats in. Number 3 and number 1.
Engine start valve open. 15% N2. Lever to start. Oil pressure rising. Starter release. 50% N2. Lever to idle.
All right, Mickey G, run the after start, please.
After start checklist. Engine start switches. Off and guarded. Engine start levers. Set to idle. APU bleed valve. Closed. Engine generators. Checked and on. Essential power selector. Set to 3. Engine 2, 3, and 4 turbo compressors. Started and checked. Galley power. On. Fuel boost pumps. Is on. AC auxiliary pump 2. On. Hydraulic pumps. Checked and on. Interconnect valve. Off. Air conditioning. On. APU master switch. Off. Doors. Verify closed. After start checklist. Completed.
All right, we're going to set flaps 14. Flying too much export. Actually, that's flaps 25. We got to go up on flaps 14. All right, flight control check. Alright, flight controls check, flaps set, trim is set, yoke is hidden. We're going to do a no flight director takeoff. We're just going to fly it. Let's do a taxi checklist and then we'll call them up. Run it, Mickey G.
Taxi checklist. Taxi lights. Turned on. Essential power selector. Set to 3. Probe heat. On. Transponder. Turned on. Speed brake lever. Full forward. Galley power. On. Fuel boost pumps.
It's good to learn where everything
Is
is,
on.
so I'm trying to find it.
Fuel heaters. Off. Flaps. Set to 14 and green lights. Stabilizer trim. Set to 3.9er units.
There's no way
Altimeter.
that's 3.9 units.
Set to 1, 0.
3, 4, 5,
Taxi checklist.
6.
Completed.
Oh, maybe it means like, I don't know. I guess we'll leave it there. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Let's see, ground control 21.9. Kennedy ground, TWA 357, taxi. So
TWA 357, Kennedy ground, runway 22 right, taxi via Tango Alpha, Bravo, Victor, hold short of runway 13 left.
Tango Alpha, Bravo, Victor, hold short 13 left, TWA 357. Okay, so Tango Alpha, Bravo, Victor, hold short of 13 left. Oh, down there at the end. Okay, I got it. Brakes released. Let's go.
Brickyard 5603, cross runway 31 right.
Cross 31 right, Brickyard 5603.
JetBlue 1112, give way to the company, A320 ahead.
Look at that 7.4 Classic back there. That's a live player. It's got to be a live player here in the 7.8 as well. All right, Tango Alpha Bravo is our second right turn. Victor, hold short of 13 left. Mickey G, now that I can read the chat, what do you think of the trim? In my opinion, that doesn't look like 3.9 units, right? But that's what that keeps resetting every time I hit set trim, so I guess I'm going to leave it as is.
National Cargo 1376, ready for pushback.
National Cargo 1376, push and start approved.
Does Say Intention recognize those? Yes, they do. Recognizes the old legacy carriers, yes.
Roger, pushback approved.
I was hoping it was going to be dark
1376.
before we took off. So I guess we're the sunset flight.
Ground, JetBlue 1852, taxi to the gate.
Bridge here.
JetBlue 1852, taxi to parking,
ran
view
out of
Juliet
juice.
Zulu Hotel Yankee Foxtrot, hold short of runway 22 right.
Come on, baby!
Juliet Zulu Hotel Yankee Foxtrot, hold short of runway 22 right, JetBlue 1852.
JetBlue 1202, ready to taxi.
turn on Bravo. Going all the way.
JetBlue 1202, runway 22 right, taxi via Golf, Alpha Bravo Echo, hold short of runway 31 right. TWA 357, hold short of runway 13 left, 330 on a 3-mile final.
We hold short of 13 left.
TWA 357, cross runway 13 left, then continue taxi via Charlie Echo.
No, we're gonna go this way. Oh, he wanted me to go on the other side of Charlie Echo? Oh. Okay. We'll clear to cross. Is he still on final out there? We'll cross here. I thought he wanted us on the inboard.
Endeavor 4948, ready for push and start.
Let's cross here and then get Charlie Echo.
Endeavor 4948, push and start approved.
Delta 1859 are ready to taxi.
Clear left. He's on final out there. Right turn on Charlie.
Delta 1859, runway 22 right, taxi via Hotel Bravo, Bravo Echo, hold short of runway 31 right.
Turkish 2 request pushback.
Turkish 2, pushback approved.
Pushback, start approved, Turkish 2.
Delta 1740, request pushback.
Delta 1740, pushback approved.
I was going to put COM 2 on 22.8 to see if I could hear you with the
Pushback and start approved. Delta 1740.
Alright, taxiing out 22 right on departure. Let's take a look at the SID.
Pushback and start approved, land 533.
Alright, Kennedy 5, departure.
Endeavor 4948, runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha Alpha, Hotel Bravo, Echo, hold short of runway 31 right.
Oop, ground steering is a little more.
Runway 22 right, taxi via Alpha
Mid.
Alpha, Hotel Bravo,
We got an
Echo,
Eastern
hold
72
short
over
of
there.
runway
That's
31
nice.
right, Endeavor 4948.
How does a taxi compare to Zebo? Zebo, I don't know what Zebo. I'm sure a taxi better. I'm sure Zebo taxi is better. Though.
Turkish 2, runway 13 right,
It
taxi
does not
via November
taxi.
Quebec, Alpha Fox flag.
Across runway 31 right.
Oh yeah, that's someone there across the room. Right, that's like a traffic on 23. All right, Charlie Echo, left turn behind JetBlue.
Eastern 3662, hold short of runway 31 right, 320 on the runway.
That's right, 01 right, Eastern 3662.
Oh, that's a live. That's a
Eastern
live.
3662, hold short of runway 31 right, 320 on the runway.
All right, switching to tower. 19.1 run before takeoff checklist. We'll run that as we get clearance for takeoff. They fixed the issue with the nose gear? Yeah, nose gear turns.
Hold short of 31 right, American 3167.
Yeah, nose gear turns.
JetBlue 5293, winds 200 at 8, runway 22 left, cleared to land.
Alright, set the brakes. Brakes are set.
Delta 795, hold short of runway 4 left.
Let's put you in norm. Oh, look at the storm
Short of
scope.
4 left,
Actually
Delta
picking up some
795.
storm situation. That's crazy. Don't mess with that in
Delta 795, cross runway 4 left.
5029.83 is set. I was trying to see where the lights were for this panel. I think they're on. It's just turned right outside. Okay, let's go. Tower TUA 357, holding short 119 or decimal 1, ready for departure. Oh, I said
American 3167, hold short of runway 31 right. TWA 357, Kennedy Tower, runway 22 right, winds 200 at 8, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, 22 right, cleared for takeoff, TWA 357. All right, let's run the checklist. I'm
Before
also going to
takeoff
put
checklist.
Simblets on the radios.
Air compressor 3. Off. Coolant air valve selector. Set to temperature control.
31 on
Pressurization
short
mode
American
selected.
3167.
Set for takeoff. Transponder on. Weather radar mode.
American
Set to
2836,
go.
contact ground on 121.9.
Engine start switches. Set to flight start. Strobe lights. On. Landing lights.
American 3167,
Extended
hold short of
on.
runway 31 right.
Before takeoff checklist. Completed.
Can you hide the CFB over here? It's kind of distracting. All right, before takeoff checklists are
Hold
complete.
short of 31 right. American
Oh, look at that. I'm going to take a
3167.
screenshot. TT ways. Screenshot. Mickey G, you ready? Ryan Gents, what's up, man? You're late to the party. Let's go flying. Spool them up 40. I can't believe my eyes. It's worth $3. That's what I spent on it so far. It's $3. All right, let's go ahead and set
JetBlue
things.
1818, winds 200 at 8, runway 13 left, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, 13 left, JetBlue 1818.
Did I hit sim time?
B1.
Wait. I hit sim time.
Positive rate. You're up.
Guys, there's no way. I'm in sim speed. How did I get my sim accelerated? No, it's not the acceleration. It's the sim is in 2x speed. Hold on. The sim is in 2x speed. How did I? Now it's back.
New York departure TWA 357, leaving climbing through 2000.
TWA 357, New York departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000, turn right heading 320, direct FX, enable manual navigation.
Speed check. Select flaps up.
Climb and maintain 10,000, right heading 320, direct AX when able, then own navigation TWA 357.
The chronometer. Oh, are you kidding me? The freaking sim is, it's not the airplane, it's the sim is literally at 2x speed, guys.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up and set to on. Engine start switches.
There we go. Now
Off
it's
and
back.
guarding. Pneumatics. After
I
takeoff
hit the
checklist.
plus key on accident.
Completed.
When I tried to take that screenshot. What a bummer, man. We totally screwed the takeoff. That is such a bummer.
Departure, Turkish 22000, 4000.
Alright, we need to figure out
Turkish 2, New York departure, radar contact, climb and maintain
how to get
1000.
this thing out.
TWA 357, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb and maintain 16,000 TWA 357.
1000, Turkish 2.
I cannot believe we ruined the takeoff trying to take a screenshot. Oh, that is so frustrating. Alright, 320. Let's try this. So let's go heading mode. Sorry, heading. Pilot's on.
TWA 357, contact Philadelphia departure on
Contacting Philadelphia departure on 127.6 TWA 357.
Let's go VOR Loke. VOR Loke is tracking. No, it's not tracking. VOR
TWA
Loke.
357, Philadelphia departure. Good evening.
This is interesting. Let's try this. Let's go to silver. We're going to change your insert. Okay, and let's go nav. Nav. Autopilot's on.
Turkish 2, contact New York departure on
Right, so
125.7.
that checks. 5.9.
2517, Turkish 2.
Desired track is heading 3.5. Of course. My question is, it's going to go waypoint 2. Trim is working. Climbing to 16,000. Alright, everything else is, let's see, let's just make sure everything else is cleaned up here. Everything's up and off.
To go.
1,000 level off.
Brickyard 9er 112, proceed direct final. Cleared for the ILS and runway 22 left approach. Descend and maintain 3,000 until
No,
established.
it's, I don't know if I
Out
don't
of
think it's,
current
I
altitude,
should have an extra
3,000
light.
cleared for the ILS.
Flight director
left
is
approach.
showing what it's going to
Brickyard
say.
9er 112.
Here's altitude alert. It's trimming
Brickyard
down.
9112, contact Newark Tower on
Altitude goes
8.3.
red.
Over to Newark Tower, Brickyard 9er 112, so long.
Altitude is green.
Brickyard
Let's see.
4813, contact LaGuardia Tower on 118.7.
118.7, Brickyard 4813,
Autopilot
see
is
ya.
in manual mode. How do we get rid of that? Oh, right here. Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Delta 9588, contact Westchester Tower on
Nav.
118.575.
118.575, Delta
Waypoint change
9588.
01 redirected. TWA 357 requesting higher.
TWA 357, climb and maintain 17,000.
Climb 17,000 TWA
7,000, TWA 357.
17. I mean, that's not even worth climbing. The question is, how do we take it out of hold mode?
TWA 357, contact New York Center on 133.15.
Contacting New York Center on 133.15, TWA 357.
Where's my lights for this panel? That's going to drive me nuts. Captain map light, instrument.
New York Center, TWA 357. Good evening at 16,000. TWA 357, New York Center, good evening.
Gee, where is the light panel for engine instruments? I mean, they look like they're on. Hard to hear over the engine sound. We'll have to deal with it right now. I can't do anything about that. I cannot believe we smoked the friggin' takeoff at 2x speed. That makes me so mad. Your 7.0 had 737 NG panels? Oh boy. Let's see. FO instrument.
Speedway 176 Alpha, contact Boston Center on 125.575. Good evening.
Forward flood.
125.575. Good evening.
Okay, there's the SEVA waypoint change 1 to 2. Is it going to turn? Let's see. Altitude alert for 17,000. Look at the weather returns. That's actually kind of cool. iniBuild 707 dead to me? No, it's not dead to me yet, man. I just pissed we screwed the takeoff. Trying to take that stupid screenshot. The SEVA's working just fine. The weather radar apparently has tilt.
Brickyard 4586, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 320.
Leaving flight level 360.
You can dim it down as well. Trace adjusting.
Brickyard 4586.
I'm gonna have to wait till we get back to like a cruise power setting here. TWA 357 request flight level 350.
TWA 357, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Fine.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, TWA 357.
Alright, 350 is set, altitude off, vertical speed up. Let's run up our power. I would say it's a long haul jet, yeah. Now, it says my EBRs for reset my EBR climb to 1.7. That's above 100% N1. Is that normal on these JT3s? It's above 100%. You can have the flight engineer set these if you want to. I like kind of doing
Delta
it.
230, contact Boston Center on 125.575. So long.
Power set.
125.575.
It's actually kind of
Good
fun
evening,
to
Delta
see,
230.
See the throttles. She can't see them that high, so let's just go full screen. Alright, 1.7 on the EBRs. Increase rate of climb a little bit. You know, if this had, the sounds aren't terrible, but if this had a sound pack like from the MD-11 guys, I don't know, we'll see. It hand flies actually pretty nice. That's why I cannot believe it's going to take off, Jack. I cannot believe it. Is there any practical difference flying this or the tri-jet? Yeah, the tri-jet's a whole different animal. Whole different animal than the tri-jet, my friend. Okay, so there's 300. I have a speed bug. I'm going to use this as a reference.
Alpha 106, contact Boston Center on 125.575. So long.
Let's shoot for about 300 knots.
Boston Center on 125.575, Alpha 106.
I think you can bind that pitch trim reference. Let's go 320, climb out. Right about there. 2,000 feet a minute. We're climbing up to flight level 350, waypoint 1 to 2. We're looking good. All right. Oh, 727. 727 is actually, it's similar in the way it looks, but it's also kind of a different animal. The flight engineer panel on the 7.2 is very similar. Now, what I want to know is the synchro phasing simulated if you switch the generators like you do on the 727, where you got to sync them up before you can turn them online? You're going to have to see if that's simulated at some point.
Brickyard 5756.
This being my first night flying it, I wanted
report level.
to just get us up and airborne. Obviously not at 2x speed in the sim. How is there not a little arrow or something that pops up when you accidentally hit 2x speed? How is that not something implemented by Adobe? Just to let you know. Like, I mean, we had that in FSX, FS9, FS98. Shoot, I'm pretty sure the original Microsoft flight simulator had an alert that told you were at 2x speed, even though it couldn't go at 2x speed. Yeah, the fuel flow on this thing, man. Fuel consume. What is it, 5,000? 5, 10, 15, 20,000 pounds an hour right now. I'll turn the sim down a little bit more.
JetBlue 1202, climb and maintain flight level 240.
This altimeter, to my knowledge, this altimeter didn't last long. It's at 2992 because of the ease of use of, or not the ease of use, the ease of misreading this altimeter. It actually didn't last very long. You see the more the altimeters that are more common that we have now. So we're at 24, climbing 250. We're kind of falling off pad a little bit. All right, let's maintain 300. I'll adjust pitch trim for that. EPers, we can push them up a little bit more. 1.8 now on the juice. We'll just click one down there on the pitch reference. The autopilot pitch reference works very well, so that's good. Used to burn 18,000 to get up to cruise, and then roughly 12 to 14,000 per hour flying range.
JetBlue 1202, when ready to send and
Wow.
maintain flight level 190.
Timbo Slice, you still can't hear me over the airplane?
Out of flight level 230 for flight level 190.
I've got my airplane
JetBlue
mic way
1202.
down. Is it still too loud? I turned it, that's like as low as I can go, pretty much. Nimbus wing better. Yeah, exactly, slow. Too easy to confuse the 1,000 feet. Yep. That's exactly why they got rid of that altimeter. V1, your takeoff was epic. Dude, I was setting the takeoff thrust. By the time I looked forward, we're like doing 140 knots, zipping down the runway. I was so pissed, man. We built up the moment. As a content creator, as a streamer, you know, you're setting the vibe. We actually had a pretty good vibe getting out on the taxi out, lots of traffic. Everything was going so well. Taking a screenshot, go set takeoff thrust and friggin' afterburners, man. Unreal. I can't bring my gear handle to the off position because my Bravo is bound up, so we're just gonna have to deal with it in the up position. Let's bring up our, all right, descent prep, so that's all pretty much done. We can go aircraft checklist. In-flight, climb procedure, autopilot, radios, landing lights. Fixed lights should be off. So let's take a look at this light panel because it is different. I'll rearm you. Fixed landing lights, they are off. Let's bring those off. Let's bring them all off. Retract and off. So if you notice, there's a waypoint change right there. If you noticed, when the flight engineer turned the landing lights on, he moved the switches to extend, and then he brought them back to like illuminate them, which was kind of cool. We still have a wing light on there.
Climbing to flight level 320, Delta 667.
All right, beacon nav is on, wheel wells off, taxi and wing light off. Strobe and beacon is on. Okay, that should be what we need there. Let's lower that pitch reference just a tad. One click. Keep pushing those EPers up. Power up a little bit. Keep climbing, doing 1,500 feet a minute. We're passing 29 for 30, going to 350. Can we get to 35? I hope we didn't miscalculate our fuel burn on this. Pretty impressive control you had on the X2 takeoff.
Cloud 5756, descend upon
Ratos.
maintain flight level 220.
I was pushed into my seat on the takeoff roll. That's a first on the channel, dude. I've never in my life done an inadvertent 2x takeoff speed. That was a first. Yeah, Al, we could do that. We'll see. I gotta hold on. Let me see what time it is. The wife has got to pick me up tonight, by the way. Still at the office. Haven't gone home since we started this morning with X-Plane. Or I might be Ubering home this evening. Alright, let's see. Mickey, we can get to 35, right? That's like, is that going to be a problem in this thing? Gross weight. Famous aircraft series 295. Do I have a gross weight totalizer on this thing? Totalizer and gross weight.
United 1939, New York Center, good evening.
Do I need to set this, Mickey G?
United 1939, current altimeter 2943.
Copy altimeter 2943, United 1939.
I feel like I should set this, Mickey G. I thought the flight engineer would have set this. It's really easy to skid the nose wheel by taxiing if you're turning too sharp. The one I flew at CFM 56s, so I can't speak on these engines. Okay, so nose wheel for taxi out. Alright, 350 is set. Should get about 5.5 on the pressure differential. Let's increase the rate of climb. We're a little bit late on that. Alright, EPRs are pretty much maxed out. We're passing 32.3, 350. Where is our Mach? Right here. Look at that. We're doing 8.2 Mach in the climb. We're looking good, chat. Little Mickey G view. Oh, look at that up there. Someone cutting us off. 1,000 above cruise level, says Mickey G. Okay, so we'll set 360. 360. Cabin is passing 4,500 feet. Cabin differential is in the red. Everything else looks good. You've been trying to speedrun a range quit today between X-Plane and the iniBuilds working title plane. Sandman, I'm trying, my man. I'm trying. Had we have crashed that takeoff, we would have range quit for sure. Yeah.
1,000 to go.
All right, 1,000 to level off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease rate of climb just a little bit. Older autopilots want to be nice to them here. My EPRs are a little bit hot. Let's bring that power back just a teeny bit. Gosh, having 4 Blackbird throttles and moving them at the same time is just epic on the Bravo. Moving 4 throttles at once, Mickey G. I'm jealous, dude. All right, here comes our level off. We should get the red alert, and then we should get a green light.
United 1939, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Jeff, what do we think so far? Man, I was thinking it was pretty good, Jeff, until I got to takeoff. I tried to take a screenshot, and I inadvertently sped up my sim to 2x speed. So I totally wasted the whole takeoff and rotation. Sounds are okay. You know what, man? I'm having fun with it, dude.